Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela text 139 chapter 5. Ei mate mata maharange se ratri vachiya prabhate chalila mangala arati dekhiya. Ei mata, in this way, maharange, with great joy, with great delight, se ratri vachiya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu let the night pass. Prabhate chalila, in the morning he started off. Chalila Mangala Arati Dekhiya, after beholding the Mangala Arati of the Lord. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come to the temple of Sakshi Gopal in Katak, heard the story of Nityananda Prabhu, and then beheld the darshan. After hearing the story and relishing the story, he beheld the darshan of Gopal. And the devotees, here it's not mentioned explicitly, but Maharange, it is said that the devotees spent the night in great delight. Now, the delight for the devotees was, of course, chanting, dancing. So, that was the standard ecstatic routine of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after performing that, he moved onwards next morning. So, the Lord is woken in the morning, and the first prayers that are offered are called as Mangalarti. And the arti that brings auspiciousness in the lives of those who behold it. Prabhate Chalila. And in the morning they started off then. Chalila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a traveling sannyasi, and he was on a mission to to Jagannath Puri. So he kept moving onwards. Bhuvaneshwara pathe yaiche kaila darshan vistari varniya chena dasa vrindavan. Bhuvaneshwara pathi. Pathi is pathe is on the way. Is Bhuvaneshwar. Bhuvaneshwar is a place today which is the political capital of Odisha, and the city is now known for its political influence so much that the original highlight of the city, highlight of the place based on which it got the name, that is often neglected or forgotten. So Bhuvaneshwar, Ishwar is the controller, Bhuvan is the law, Bhuvan is the place or the earth, Bhuvaneshwar or the world. So Bhuvaneshwar refers to Lord Shiva. The material world is under his control. So Bhuvaneshwar. Pathayache Kaila Darshan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the place of Bhuvaneshwar was on the way. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and he had darshan of the Lord of that temple, that is Lord Shiva. And Vistari Varniya Che Dasa Vrindavan. Vistari Varniya Che. And this has been explained elaborately in Chaitanya Bhagavad by Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. We can recollect that Chaitanya Charitamrita is more or less like the last biography that was written, and before him other biographies were written, and he, while describing what he is going to do in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, is very careful and respectful, mentioning that he is only relishing the remnants of what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is, of what Vrindavan Das Thakur is relished, and he will elaborate those pastimes which he didn't, Vrindavan Das did not elaborate because of fear that the book will become too big. So because this pastime has already been described here, it is not described much. Vistari Varniya Che, it has been described elaborately. So Srila Prabhupada in the purport tells the whole story of Bhuvaneshwar, which is told in the Skanda Puran, and that is also actually a variant of the story that comes in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So there was a King Kashiraj who challenged Krishna for a fight. He in fact claimed that I am supreme, I am Vasudeva. So there were various things that there was Poundrock was claiming like that, and Kashiraj associate Chaitanya. So Krishna, he challenged Krishna, and Krishna went there with his army, and there was a fight between this Kashiraj, Poundrock, and others, and of course there was Krishna on the other side, and Krishna easily defeated them. So then Kashiraj invoked the presence of Krishna. He was in Kashi, and he thought that the Kashinath, I am Kashiraj, but there is Kashinath or Vishwanath, he is Lord Shiva. So he will come to defend me. So he called Shiva, and Lord Shiva came to assist him. But when there was a fight first between Lord Shiva and Lord Shiva's weapon Shiva, and eventually the Lord uh, Krishna's Krishna had completely defeated Shiva, and eventually the city of Kashi was destroyed. So then Shiva came and offered prayers to Krishna, and then Krishna was pacified, and Shiva requested that please give me some other abode because my city has been destroyed. Then he was given the abode of Bhuvaneshwar. So now after describing this story, Srila Prabhupada mentions the points of the story, and then he says about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went onward. Vistari Varniya Chena Dasa Vrindavan Das has spoken about this. Kamalapuriyasi Bhargi Nadi Snana Kaila Nityananda Hate Prabhu Danda Dharila Kamalapuriyasi. So he came to the place called Kamalapur, and there are Bhargi Nadi. Bhargi Nadi was the river over there, and Snana Kaila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed over there. Now that river is considered sacred, and it's also considered healing river. Nityananda Hate Prabhu Danda Dharila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he wanted to bathe over there, he gave his danda to Nityananda Prabhu. And what did Nityananda Prabhu do? Kapoteshwara dekhile gela bhakta gana sange itha Nityananda Prabhu kaila Danda-bhange tina khanda kari danda dila bhasaya bhakta sange aila Prabhu mahesha dekhiya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had gone to see the Kapoteshwar Didi, as a form of Shiva over there. By that name, Dekhite Gela Bhakta Gana Sange. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the devotees, and Etha Nityananda Prabhu Kaila Danda-bhange. Nityananda Prabhu, what did he do? Danda-bhange. He destroyed the danda. Tina Khandikari Danda Dila Bhasaya. Tina Khandakari. He divided into three parts, and then Danda Dila Bhasaya. He actually threw away the danda into the river. Bhakta Sangya Aila Prabhu Mahesh Dekhiya. Bhakta Sangha Aila. So came with devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with the devotees after seeing Mahesh. So now this pastime is mentioned very briefly. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Lord, and he had, for the sake of being respectable in society, in a society that respected Mayavad, he had taken sannyas from Mayavad Sampradaya. So it's described, Nityananda Prabhu thought that, now why should the Lord hold a ekadandi, sannyas? So he decided to break it into three, and three dandi. But then he thought that, actually, Nityananda Prabhu thought that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is at the highest level of sannyas, that is the Paramhamsa level. So there, at that level, one doesn't need to carry a sannyas danda. Those sannyasis who have attained that highest level of transcendence, they don't carry sannyas danda. So Nityananda Prabhu also does not need, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not need to carry. Thinking like this, he decided to not only break the danda, but throw it away. And also Chaitanya Bhagavat also mentioned that Nityananda Prabhu thought that the Lord I carry this Lord in my heart, and then you are being carried by the Lord. This is not proper. Why should the Lord have to carry you? And he threw it away. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was initially unhappy, but then he accepted that as the transcendental affection of Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu often acts in inconceivable ways, and the point of his action is that he wants to glorify the Lord. Now, how exactly what he is doing will glorify the Lord, it is not us, that is all easy for us to pursue, because Nityananda Prabhu works in exalted, is my heart and work in exalted ways, extraordinary ways, esoteric ways, which are not very easy for us to fathom. But by the Acharya's grace, we can understand. So primarily, this is to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he's the topmost sannyasi. He does not need an external symbol for renunciation. Certainly not an external symbol which symbolizes impersonal renunciation. And even if we consider that he's descended on this world, still he is the topmost renunciate. So he does not need a symbol that will mark him as one at a lower stage of renunciation. And in this way, Nityananda Prabhu glorified the Lord by breaking his danda. Thank you.